Good morning, Mike Toomey. How are you?
Good morning, you guys. I don't know if you know, today is Superhero Day, and it would be real easy to show a Batman or Superman clip, but I found this one, which I found fascinating, a movie made in Italy called Puma Man. Take a look.
Ooh.
Oh, it's so realistic.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, he's not really quite sure how to fly here.
Yeah.
And it just looks like the way that superhero movies are made today, this one looks even more like a joke. And the more I watched it, the more I thought, doesn't it kind of look like one of those Mentos commercials that they used to make?
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, the fresh
take a look.
maker.
Yeah, watch.
Yeah.
Let's take a look.
It doesn't matter what comes from the with mental fresh and full of life. Nothing gets to you, staying fresh, staying cool. With mental fresh and full of life. Fresh goes better.
And you didn't edit this at all.
No, we put this together. This.
Yeah. You didn't
No,
sync
that's
up the video. It's
actual
perfect.
footage, and we just thought it looks like a Mentos commercial.
Wow, that's
and
great.
there
Great.
it is, Puma Man,
Thanks,
1980.
Mike. All right, Morgan's going to start us off.
Sure, yeah. Number 9, this is believed to be the biggest great white shark ever recorded. It's 20 feet long and 8 feet high.
God.
The diver is appropriately named Ocean Ramsey. She and her team captured this near the island of Oahu, Hawaii in 2019. Along with some other sharks, it was feeding on a whale carcass. She says the great white hung around them all day. It was probably peaceful because it was well fed. They call the shark Deep Blue.
What is she doing getting so close to
You
it?
just heard her. It was well fed.
Well,
Robin.
she
Holding
thinks. I mean, I don't think he probably likes her touching his fin.
Doesn't seem to be minding it, does he?
Did we
Maybe he
learn
hasn't had his
nothing?
fin touched in a long time.
I mean, have these people not seen Richard Dreyfuss in that cage in Jaws? I mean, I don't get it. Tempting
That's
fate.
fiction, Robin.
Yeah. They say the shark swam from Mexico to Hawaii.
Wow.
How do they know that?
They asked him. Look, she's right there. Where are you going?
Yeah, the GPS on.
Where have you been?
That's
I keep
delightful.
forgetting they get the interviews when they
Yes.
get that close. Thanks, Lair. Oh, God. All right, number 8. Barbie is huge right now.
Oh, is she?
I guess so. Well, she's 62 years old, more popular than she's been in years.
Looks like Lucille Ball there.
I don't know. This is, according to her parent company, Mattel, more than 100 Barbie dolls are sold worldwide every minute. Barbie has more than 99% brand awareness globally, and more dolls were sold last year than in the past 2 decades. More sold last year than in the past 20 years? Is that right? Could be that people are happy about the recent changes for a more realistic looking doll. Barbies now come in 5 body types, 22 skin tones, 13 eye colors, not to mention there's Barbies with disabilities, including wheelchairs, prosthetic limbs. They have all kinds of different careers now, and you know, well, there we go.
Number 7, it's furniture, it's art, it is mesmerizing. Artist Bruce Shapiro created what he calls a kinetic art table. Underneath the glass top, there's a layer of sand. A small magnetized iron ball is controlled by 2 motors in the base. The whole thing can be controlled from a phone app to create endless designs. The system's name comes from the Greek mythological king called Sisyphus, who was punished to roll a giant rock up and down a hill for eternity.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
All right, number 6. Next time you're scrolling through the Talk or the Gram, do a quick search for Savory Cupcakes. They're the NBT, next big thing. You'll find hundreds of recipes for bite-sized cakes that are more like mini meals. Instead of cake with icing on top, you can make mini meatloaf with mashed potatoes or cornbread topped with bacon bits. Other options include pizza-style cupcakes with pepperoni or crumbled sausage or ham and cheese-filled dough. There are even vegan options if you're looking for them.
Now, Morgan, you're the one who told us we should call it the Talk, right?
Yeah.
I did not tell you. No,
know.
don't put that on me.
Might have been me.
I
I'm
never
very,
told you to call it the talk.
I'm very lit on there.
Yeah, I
Yes,
didn't even
very
think
lit.
about
Gives
that.
a lot
I
of
am
people
not
the
taking
feels.
that blame.
It's a mood.
All right,
My
number
feed
5,
is-
guys. We'll let these ones speak for themselves. Take them in all their glory. Coghlan's bug pants are made with ultra-fine mesh to protect against mosquitoes, ticks, and those annoying no-see-um bugs. They've got this
yeah.
elastic drawstring waist, so they're easy to take on and off, convenient. You slip them on right over your favorite cargo shorts, and you keep cool without getting bit up. Plus, they're only $13
Well,
on
that's
Amazon.
brilliant.
Super
If you go
high.
outside.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
All right, number 4. Do you know about One Red Paper Clip? Kyle McDonald is a Canadian blogger. He was inspired by the game Bigger Better, where you trade items for bigger and better things. Kyle started with a red paper clip, and after a series of online trades, he eventually ended up trading for a house. He did it in a series of only 14 trades, which included trading the paper clip for a fish-shaped pen, a Coleman camp stove for a Honda generator, a 2-person ski trip to British Columbia, a year's rent in Phoenix with Alice Cooper. A year's rent? Is that what I said? And an afternoon with Alice Cooper. The trade continued until Kyle ended up with a 2-story farmhouse, and that's when the trading stopped. Boy, well done.
All right, number 3, you know, when someone sneezes and people say, God bless you,
Yeah.
it's like a reflex. A lot of people say it all the time, but chances are we have no idea why we say it. The custom comes from an old superstition. People once believed that a person's soul separated from their body when they sneezed, which is completely reasonable. So they said, bless you, as a way of keeping the devil from snatching their soul.
Oh, well, that's.
It makes perfect
I want that
sense.
to happen. Yeah. That'd really ruin your day.
Yeah, that one is a day ruiner.
Number 2, in the 1920s, a lot of the world's best writers hung out in Paris, and they drank a lot. And there's a funny anecdote about James Joyce, who wrote a portrait of the artist as a young man, and Ernest Hemingway.
James Joyce. They did a certain amount of drinking together. The author of Ulysses was a small, thin, unathletic man with very bad eyes. When in the course of their drinking he ran into any sort of belligerence, he would jump behind his powerful friend and shout, "Deal with him, Hemingway, deal with him."
See?
Wow, it's a good story, but it's probably not true. A biographer of Joyce pointed out that he never found a record of such a thing, and another pointed out that Hemingway started telling the story years later, and it just picked up from there. On top of that, Hemingway was insecure and never felt that his writing would be as good as Joyce's, so he told the tale to make himself look tough.
We like the old-timey stories.
Yeah, a story that's 980 pages.
All right, number 1, as Mike mentioned earlier, it's National Superhero Day. We are not sure if they celebrate this in India, but here's a great sequence from a Bollywood movie from the 80s.
You know, this is what the Avengers was missing.
Yeah.
Dance sequences.
Romance mid-flight.
Yes.
That's what it missed.
Yeah.
I mean, look it. You get
Yeah.
Thor and Captain America out there.
Oh, yeah, you're darn right.
And she's supposed to be wearing the mask, Mike, but she's saying, this is my moment. I'm not covering up.
I want to be recognized.
Yeah.
It's not easy to dance in a cape, too. Believe me, I've tried.
Ah, this is great. Uh-oh. Oh, here's the action scene.
Boy.
If this is not a dance fight,
What? What? Barely has to try.
Look how
wow.
easy he makes it. Look.
oh boy,
Jeez.
somebody's gonna lose a liver that way. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, victory
Bye-bye.
dance right there.
See ya.
I'm a teapot. I'm a teapot. Corkscrew and corkscrew.
Good stuff.
All right, that's a 9 at 9.